Wiki time on the fly. Welcome back, everybody. There's sexy, skinny Ref Hansen. Here we are back in Gibbstown, New Jersey. BWA. I had to look it up. There I am holding the most prestigious women's championship in the world. Two hands. Yeah, that's definitely. I'm covering it up there because you could tell it's the WWE belt. Here comes Cindy Rogers. This is a three-way women's match, and I wanted to show you this one because I like to. Try to have variety on my page. Here comes Cindy Rogers, and I'll say this. She was, first of all, the most underrated ass in professional wrestling. Yeah, Cindy, if you're watching this, I am kind of hitting on you. Here's Mercedes Martinez. You know her now from NXT. She's something in NXT. I don't know. I don't watch it. I wouldn't watch it if it was in my backyard. But Cindy Rogers was what you'd call a good hand, and back in the day, that would be looked at as a kind of a put-down. Oh, you're Mercedes, you can't be checking the ref. What's with you? And here comes Della, Morte. I'll get to her in a second. But Cindy Rogers, what you call a good hand, but she couldn't talk, and there was nothing to her. She was very vanilla. And a lot of indie promotions would put her over, and that she'd get a lot of wins and whatever. She would be the perfect jobber for any promotion. I mean that in the most respectful put over way possible, because she can make anybody look good, but if you put her over, you're not going to get anything out of it. And I don't know, I'm playing something here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with her. But Cindy Rogers couldn't talk, and she didn't have any charisma really, but she was really good in there. She could move, but her finisher was a submission hold, and I think that's kind of weak in women's wrestling. It just doesn't garner a big pop. And let me look at her. She doesn't have anything upstairs, and I don't mean to be mean. I know this is 2021. We can't talk like that anymore. But a big time for like an Impact or a someone should have grabbed her. WWE even could have grabbed her and had her just be a jobber and put girls over and make them look good, because she could. I'll get to Bella Morte next. Let's go over her now. She used to wrestle as Trinity H. Campbell, and Jim Cornette would always tell you that you got to be able to pass the name test. Della Morte doesn't pass the name test. It just doesn't. Trinity H. Campbell does. You could do different things with it. And she decided to change her name. I don't know. But Cindy Rogers on the offense, that dropkick barely hit. I mean, Trinity wasn't the best technician in there. Another thing about Bella Morte and Mercedes, they used to wrestle each other. See, look, Cindy does some good stuff in there. She just, she's got the right boots. She's got tight pants on. She looks like a wrestler. Kind of. But feds would put her over, and you're not going to draw flies with a bucket of shit doing that with her. Just would never work. Mercedes, nice double. Mercedes was always good in the ring as a worker. You knew back then she was going to do something. She didn't look like a Barbie doll, and she didn't look like $1 billion, but she had something none of the other girls did, as far as being an actual pro wrestler. One thing you'll see, I don't think you'll ever see it on any of my videos, and I'm giving it away here, but you'll never see Mercedes Martinez lose. It's one thing I hated about her. If she's ever watching this, she has a day off and she's watching this and she wants to hate me for it, go right ahead. We'll probably never see each other again anyway. But I guess every indie show was too close to Waterbury. Like, she just couldn't ever lay down and get the leg hooked 1, 2, 3. Anytime you started to lose, it was a roll up or someone else would lose. And I bet it was someone else telling her that. And I never understood, like, this is fake. I love that tie-up move. It works every time, and Cindy's selling it. I love that. And I guess they're arguing over who's going for the pin. But, yeah, Mercedes would never put girls over. I mean, I saw her get pinned by Daisy Hayes once, and once by Talia Madison, but very rare to ever see it. And the best wrestlers in the world always laid down. I mean, how many times did Jericho lose? How many times did Flair lose? And girls wrestling, you could lose 1,000 times in a row and win the women's belt the next week, and it makes sense. Women's wrestling is just booked differently. It doesn't hurt you to lose. But yeah, God, this crowd there was maybe 30 people there, but they were really enjoying themselves. You saw, there's another video I have on here with Bobby Shields versus Dave Wilcox versus Travis Blackchurch. Hopefully the guy who runs Botchamania watches that and takes some stuff from it. Going upstairs is Della Morte, Trinity H. Campbell. And that never worked. Did you watch Ric Flair matches? That never works, honey. And Trinity, Della Morte. I know some indie promotions that didn't want to work with her. They would say, I don't want to do business with her. And that doesn't make any sense because, ooh, there's Mercedes' sweet-ass finisher. And, Della Morte throws Mercedes out and drag her to the middle. Smart. I actually told her to do that. 1, 2, 3. The leg is hooked. She's pinned. Della Morte gets the win. That was a really quick match. What was that, 5 minutes? I actually told Della Morte to pull her out. I knew the finish the whole time. I said, pull her out to the center because guys do it too. They pin right by the ropes. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't make any sense. You would want to go away from the ropes so your opponent can't grab the, can't get out of the cover. Mercedes again hits her finisher but doesn't win. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm being too harsh on her, but she'd never lose. Della Morte, the BWA Women's Champion. I think she's still the BWA Women's Champion to this day. This was back in June 2005, so she's got to be the longest reigning BWA Women's Champion there ever was. I hope you enjoyed that little 7 minutes, and arrivederci, signing off, arrivederci and ciao. Blackburn Wrestling Alliance. And here, I'm talking, but I think this is some kind of promo. All right, I'm going to end this one. I'll get to this another day.